and happy, merry Christmas Eve. So, Diddy lawyers tried to pull a fast one right before, the day before Christmas Eve. I guess what? This is a Christmas present for Diddy? Is that what we're trying to do? So anyway, it just came out not too long ago that Diddy attorney filed a major appeal with the Second U.S. Circuit of Court of Appeal in New York on December 23rd, 2025. They're seeking for his immediate release from prison, arguing his sentence for tuition charges were unfairly influenced by acquitted charges and asking for a lighter sentence or reversal of conviction containing that SA encountered, and they talk about consensual when it was not, because the women says they no longer wanted to do it. So that is not consensual. The filing challenged his 4-year sentencing, with lawyers stating the trial judge acted like the 13th juror by letting other evidence sway sentencing. They've been calling the judge, I think Iran, to be pronouncing his name, Sharon, 13th juror all this time. They just ridiculous. We've heard this argument over and 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 over again. They've tried it with every time they had a hearing to try to get the trial acquitted, even after he was found guilty on 2 of the 5 charges, and he is a felon and he is guilty. They tried to do another acquittal, so now they're going to the appeal court, which again they have a right to do. They always have a right to do it. So here's the point. The key detail: the court is the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeal, Manhattan. I hope that they are allowed, if they're gonna have a hearing, that is open to the public so I could go. It was filed December 23rd, 2025, late Tuesday, Christmas Eve, son of a bum. The judge sentencing, so the core argument, according to Google, is the judge sentences was harsh and improper. I thought Diddy loved the judge. Said the judge was doing an amazing, great job. Even the lawyers like, Judge, you were fair. You did a great job throughout the trial. So now all of a sudden he was harsh. Talking out 2 sides of their damn mouth. They're a bunch of lawyers who has worked very hard to get their client out. Even though I believe that a lot of the things that they did and say was unethical, disparaging to the survivors. So I have to continue to try to catch myself whenever I want to react to certain things, because I need to read it with the mind, because all of this is my opinion, but I need to read it with the mind of someone that's actually reading what's going on, even though I immensely dislike what they did and the lies that they allowed on the trial in order to defend their client. But every client has a right to get defense. Okay, so let's continue. So they went on to say that judge sentencing was harsh and improper as evidence for acquitted ex-traveling tearing charge was unfairly influenced the punishment for the tuition conviction under the Mann Act. Nope. Totally disagree. The fact of the matter is, it wasn't the evidence of the acquitted traveling and tearing. It was the fact that the judge listened to all the evidence, including the evidence that was not submitted publicly, that they fought to be held. They saw the judge saw all the evidence, the videos. He saw the text messages in the diary from Jane. He saw every single thing. And he knew that Diddy did the crime. He knew it. He just knew it. Knew it. And even in that case, he did not give Diddy the highest recommended punishment sentencing that was recommended by the probation board. The probation board said, based on everything, Diddy should have got 7 years. He went low, 5 years, and I guess he's giving him some time served. So Diddy is crying in jail, and his lawyers over here trying to sneak tip a late file to the appeal court so that what, we don't say anything about it? Come on now. Anyway, they demand immediate release. Can you imagine? Of conviction or a lighter sentence. This motherfucker, with everything that this sorry, I'm trying to be a better person. 2026, I'm gonna try to be a better person and be less expressive and more just read directly and, try to just give it direct. But I can't, sometimes I can't. This man has done nothing but hurt people most of his life and has been able to get away with it. There are documentations, there are videos, there's conversations, there are witnesses. We saw a video. And these freaking OJ lawyers are trying to get him out of a light sentence. He already got a light sentence. And they're trying to get this out early. Anyway, again, every person has a right to hire the lawyer that they could afford to try to represent them. Currently, Diddy is currently in a federal prison in New Jersey and it's supposed to be released on May 2028. And they want this convicted felon to be released earlier. All right, this appeal is a significant step in his post-conviction legal battle, following his conviction on arranging interstate travel for tuition earlier in 2025. So they work, they're trying hard. These several media is reporting on it. Okay, so let's just read a couple of things that's being said. They didn't say who actually, they said lawyers. So I guess what, they all put their name on the piece of crap. Who actually submitted the file? I don't have a copy of it, so, I can't tell you. So they're trying to reverse his conviction of the tuition-related charges. And the fact is that the jury who was wrong gave him a sweetheart deal, and he's still crying to get out of jail. And I already told you what they were saying. They're saying it was unjustly influenced. They said that he was convicted. He was acquitted of the bigger cases, but he was definitely found guilty on 2 of the charges. All right. They said Judge Aaron, so I did say his name right, hopefully, Aaron Subrimian, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, is acting like the 13th juror in October when he sentenced Coleman to 4 years and 2 months. They say he erred by letting evidence surrounding the acquitted charge influence the sentence he imposed. That's a damn lie. That is not true. Also, based on the Supreme Court cases that was read during the trial, he went in very great detail, and you could look it up. I could try to find it, of why he was able to actually sentence this felon the way he did, and he gave him a lighter sentence than what was recommended. So that's a lie. They noted that Combs was convicted of 2. There's no such thing as lesser charge. They were all felony charges, 5 of them. Felony charge. They keep trying to make it into a lesser charge as if because it's tuition, you could do tuition. No, he traveled people across state. And the legal term, that is when you're traveling somebody, that is racket, that is part of the case. I'm trying to not say certain words because we're on social media. So that's a lie. He said that it didn't require fraud. That's a lie. It didn't require fraud. That's a lie. It didn't require coercion. That's a lie. It required fraud because he lied to Jane, especially to Jane, when she was coming to meet him for her birthday. Every time he's like, "Oh, you could." There were text messages. This kind of pissed me off. There were text messages and voicemail, when he's like, "Oh, we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna come. We're just spend time together. We're just going to have a good time." And she's already on the plane on the way to meet up with him. He's like, "Oh." And then he arranged in the back end. There was messages where we saw in the back end when he was arranging to have the Tushan come to meet them after he told her on her birthday that she didn't have to do anything. It's just going to be the two of them. And then when she about to get there, right when she lands, she gets the information that he hired a Tushan that was coming to the hotel. That is fraud. That's a lie to get her out of her home to come and meet him. That's a lie. He coerced with various methods. And in several cases, when they said no, he forced. It was all part of the trial. Everybody could spend the time to go read the transcript. You will see. So all of that stuff that they're saying right now in the filing is a lie. The Axel Appeal Court, which has not yet heard an argument to acquit Combs, order his immediate release from prison, and direct the judge to reduce the sentence. They got a lot of them. I'm telling you, when you rich and you got money, it's just the audacity for me. It's just the audacity for me. You're going to demand a judge to do what? I'm talking about defendant typically gets sentenced to less than 15 months of these defendants, even when coercion, which the jury didn't find here is involved. The lawyer wrote, "You're a liar." They did a full investigation of everything with this fool, and the probation office said 7 years. Now they're talking about, okay, the judge defied the jury verdict. That's a lie. That's a lie. So much lies here. The judge defied the jury verdict and found Combs coerced, exploited, and forced by girlfriends to have sex and led to criminal conspiracy. These judicial findings trumped the verdict and led to the highest sentence ever imposed for this remotely similar defendant. The lawyer wrote, again, it's the same BS but a different day. At sentencing, Judge Iran says that when calculating the prison term, he considered Combs' treatment of the two former girlfriends, this is true, who testified that the bad boy record founder beat them and coerced them into having sex with male ex-workers while he watched and filmed the encounter, sometime baiting, using hands on self. At the trial, former girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura testified that Combs ordered her to have disgusting sex with strangers hundreds of times during that decade-long relationship. I'm sorry, guys. Now I'm coughing again. In 2018, jury saw videos of him dragging and hitting her in Los Angeles hotel hallway after one such multi-day freak-off. The second former girlfriend, who testified under the pseudonym Jane, said she was pressured. Hold on, guys, give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a cough again. I'm still not 100% over with the flu. Let's continue. During Combs' called Hotel Nights, rug-filled actual encounter from 2021 to 2024 that also could last days. At sentencing, the judge said he rejected the defense's attempt to categorize what happened here as a merely intimate consensual experience or just rugs and rock and roll story, because it was a lie. The judge knew that he heard from the, not only did he hear from the victims, he also read their text messages to the goddamn on Diddy, through KK, to something they had witnesses there that testified they didn't want to do this. He added, you abuse the power and control that you have over the lives of women you profess to love dearly. You abuse them physically, emotionally, and psychologically, and you use that abuse to get your way, especially when it came to freak off and hotel nights. Yes. Yes. That's what the judge said, and the judge was right. So anyway, I'm about to go, but apparently Diddy Lawyers decided they want to do a late filing for Christmas as a Christmas gift to him to see if they could get him out. Let's see what the appeal court says. You guys have a great day. Okay, bye. Oh, sorry, before I leave, please help me get my other channel, Moms Demand Action. Oh, Lord have mercy, Christ. Why am I calling that group? Mama Flip Slot channel, MAMAS, Flip FLIP Mama Flip Slot channel. Please help us get over 6,000 subscribers for Christmas. Really appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.